Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and I hope you got everything that you wished for. Today's video is going to be my Best of Beauty 2016. Basically what that is a sum up of all my favorite product for 2016. So let's just get right into it. You may want to grab a coffee or a cookie or snacks because I feel like it's going to be a bit of a long video, but let's just get right to it. So I first want to start off with skincare. So my ultimate favorites so far for at least 2016, we'll see what happens in 2017, but my ultimate favorite for skincare right now is the Oxy Triple Action 3-in-1 formula. Clean skin, treats acne, and prevents new breakouts. I absolutely love this product when I wake up or go to bed, or I just finished wiping off or washing off my makeup, but I just want to get the excess makeup that still is embedded into your skin, and I absolutely love these. I find they worked so well and they helped a little bit with acne, so when I have really bad breakouts it kind of helps clear them up. So as long as I use these every day, I find this works so well. So this is my first of 2016. For face lotion, my ultimate favorite is the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Radiance Lotion with Super 7 Complex. I die for this face lotion. I've tried different face lotions and they've either made my skin break out, get oily, get super dry, they feel really thick, or doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But this lotion I absolutely adore because it's so light on the skin. It feels like you're putting nothing on your skin, but yet it makes my face moisturize and kind of gives it a radiance to it, or like a glow. I absolutely love this lotion. Of course, I have to talk about my absolute favorite lip chap. This is the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment, and this is in the one clear. So this is just a clear one. They do have actual lipstick with like a tint to it, but this is the clear one, and I live for this lip chap. I use it day, night, every minute my skin or my lips get dry. I just swipe this on and it feels so nice. It's nice and creamy, and like it has like a Vaseline texture, but it doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. It just gives it a nice little glow. I love when I can like smack my lips together, or whatever the proper word would be, and I can like feel the texture on my lips and it doesn't feel dry. It just has like a Vaseline texture to it. It sounds kind of gross, but I absolutely love this lip chat. It makes my lips feel so good. I want to talk about a perfume. This is the Fresh Brown Sugar perfume. So it smells exactly like it sounds. It smells like brown sugar with a hint of lemon. I absolutely love this perfume. I've been finding lately, and I don't know why, but whenever I wear perfumes, like really strong smelling or like fruity, or any perfume in general really that I've used to love and been able to wear, as soon as I wear it, like within like a half hour to an hour, I get such a bad headache, and I don't know why. The only perfume I've noticed that I've been able to wear that doesn't give me that headache or that sensation is this perfume right here, and I absolutely love the smell. Oh, I love it too just when I'm feeling kind of like stressed or having a little bit of anxiety. Just the smell of this just kind of feels like it just melts my stress away. So I love wearing it, obviously as a perfume because that's what it is, but I also just love smelling it just kind of to give me a relaxing feel. And while we're at it, I wanted to mention some of my favorite body lotions. So this one is also by the Fresh brand. This one is the Sugar Lemon body lotion with sugar and mango seed oil. This one, it smells really good too. It has more of a lemony smell, but it's like a mellow lemon smell, if that makes sense. There's a bit of a brown sugar smell to it, but I love this as well. It's nice on the skin when I'm feeling really dry, like when my skin's feeling dry, especially with the winter, and like lately it's been so dry, so I've been loving this on my skin. Now moving on to makeup products. So First, I want to start off with face primer. So one face primer that I've been loving lately and I've been using a lot. Normally, I don't always use a face primer, but when I'm going out or I know I'm going to be wearing makeup for a really long time, I want to put a primer on, and I've been loving the Marc Jacobs Coconut Invisible Under Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I love the texture of it. It's kind of like a creamy, milky texture. And when you put it on your face, it just kind of like, your skin just soaks it up, but it fills my pores, I find. It just kind of like fills it. So when I put the actual foundation on, it just looks a lot nicer on my skin. Also for a face primer, I'm loving the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You can either use it before you put makeup on or after. For this primer, I tend to use it after I put makeup on just to kind of give it a little bit more hydration and a little bit more of a dewy look on my skin. Then for foundations, I have 3 foundations I want to talk about. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm talking so fast, so if I am, I'm really sorry. I just have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I don't want to rush it, but I don't want this video to be super long. So if I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. So for foundation, I have 2 liquid foundations. So this one is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation. This is a foundation that I have on today. I love this one when you want a nice natural glow, luminous glow to your skin, and you don't want like really thick foundation. I love this. It goes on really light. It's not full coverage, so I have a few breakouts, so it's not completely covering it up, but it's just a nice foundation when you just want a little bit of luminosity to your skin. It's perfect for that. The next foundation I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. So originally when I got this, I got it because it's Kat Von D. I wanted to try it, and I hated it at first. I didn't really know how to put it on properly, like not know how to put it on properly, but it's a thick full coverage foundation, so I couldn't quite get a right technique to make it look good on my skin, so I stopped using it for a couple of months, and then within the last 2 months, it's just been sitting there, so I decided I would reuse it. And once I found a proper brush that I found that worked with this, I absolutely love this foundation now. It's full coverage. When you have breakouts on your skin, this is a perfect foundation for that because it is full coverage, and I find it works really well with that. Again, for me, I just had to find that perfect brush or perfect technique to kind of make it work for my skin. Because it is full coverage, you want to put small amounts and it kind of builds your way up rather than putting a lot on, because it just looks really gross and cakey. So if you find the perfect technique on putting it on, this is a wonderful foundation. And the last foundation I want to talk about is just a powdered foundation. So this is a Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. A lot of the times I don't necessarily use this by itself. Usually if I use it, it's when I'm putting foundation on and I just want more of a like a neutral look, not very glowy. I just want it to be matte. So I tend to put this over top, or a lot of times too, some of the foundations that I have, for example, this one, it matches my skin fairly well, but it's just a tinge darker. And then of course the one that's lighter is too light. So what I do is when I use this, I put this over top and it kind of lightens it and blends it in. So I absolutely love this one. And it smells like chocolate. Oh, it smells really good. For concealer, I ultimately use just one concealer, and that is this one right here, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Vanilla. I have tried other concealers, but I just didn't find they cover it up as good as I want, or the color isn't quite right. So this one is my ultimate favorite, and I have been using it so much that it's basically empty, that I'm like digging as much as I can to get out to put on my skin. But this, I love it so much. Again, it has like a radiant look to it, so it brightens up the under eyes really well. So I really love this this concealer. All right, getting into some of the good stuff. So I have 3 eyeshadow palettes that I want to talk about. They are my ultimate favorite eyeshadow palettes. They're kind of like the palettes that if I'm on the go and I just want to do a quick eye look, or just I'm going out with friends, something like that, and I just want to use the eyeshadow palette, these are the palettes I tend to go to, so I wanted to talk about them. So this one here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made Palette. This is the one I'm actually wearing on my eyes today. Side note, I've mentioned before that I don't usually wear eyeliner because I am absolutely terrible at it. I can't get a straight line, but today you'll notice that I did wear eyeliner, and the wings are not even. So if you notice that, do not make fun of me. I know they look terrible, but I wanted to test it out, and overall I think the look looks good, but the wings, they could be better, so I'm gonna work on that. This is the eyeshadow palette that I used on my eyes today. I just love this palette because it has some interesting colors in it. So it has like a nice purple, like a tealish, no, like a mint green, has some matte colors, and then there's some shimmers. So I love shimmery looks. This one is more for like a glam look, I find. So if you're wanting to be a little bit more glamorous, more of like a smoky eye, or just a lot more going on with your eyes, this is a beautiful palette for that. The next palette I want to talk about is this one right here. This is the Blush Neutrals 26 color eyeshadow and blush palette. So it's kind of like a mixture of blush and eyeshadow. This one I've just got recently, I think within the last month, but I have been die hard for it. I love the colors. Like, this is a perfect palette when you want more of a girly look, perfect for like Valentine's Day or just like a birthday when you just want to be super girly. This is a perfect palette for that, and I love the fact that it has blushes and eyeshadow, so it's perfect for traveling. I mean, it's a little bit of a bigger palette, so you may not necessarily want to take it, but depending on where you're going, it's perfect because it's like a 2-in-1 makeup palette to take with you. The last eyeshadow palette I want to talk about is this eyeshadow palette right here. This one is my absolute favorite. It is the Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen eyeshadow palette. This, out of any eyeshadow palette that I've ever tried from a YouTuber collaboration or anything like that, this one is my absolute favorite. There's just something about it that I just love so much. And this is one that I use all the time. Again, it smells good too, which is great, but again, it has some beautiful colors, has some mattes, it does have some shimmers, and I love this one right here. This is called Gator Wings. This I love using for eyeshadow and also for a highlight. You want to use very minimal because it does have a lot of like glittery flakes to it, but when you put it on, it just gives a nice glow, and I absolutely love this palette. It smells delicious, and of course I love supporting other YouTubers, so this is a wonderful palette. This I love so much. I use it almost every day, or at least whenever I use makeup and I'm on the go, like if I'm going to my job or anything like that, this is the eyeshadow palette I use. Along the lines of eyeshadow, I want to talk about an eyeshadow primer. So this one I use all the time. Again, this is basically the only eyeshadow primer that I do have. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the original. Please let me know what eyeshadow primers you use, because this is the only one I mainly use. I absolutely love it. It works perfect, but I'm open to / wanting to try new eyeshadow primers. So let me know what ones you love in the comments below. I would love to know. For bronzer, this is the Tarte Park Ave Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is what it looks like. Again, when it comes to bronzers, I don't usually use a whole lot, but I've definitely made it a goal that in 2017 I am going to try out new products like eyeshadow primers, new like bronzers, highlighters, because those 3 makeup products I tend to just stick with one because I'm kind of scared to branch out into others. But I definitely want to try new, so that's going to be one of my goals for 2017, is trying new makeup products that I just have, that I have one that I just stick to. But this one I do love. Sometimes, depending on what makeup look I use, it can be a little too dark and it kind of drowns out the rest of my face. Today I used it and I think it worked really nicely with the look that I did, but sometimes when I do more of a light lip and a light eye, sometimes it just makes me look really pale. So I definitely want to try a new bronzer. So again, if there's a bronzer that you use and love, let me know because I would love to know. Now, blushes. This one I've had for so long and I love it so much. This is the Too Faced Perfect Flush Blush in the color Peach Beach. So it comes in like a 3 little panel. So this one is like a light shimmer. This one is the actual blush. So it's like a nice pink, and then this one's more of a shimmery bronzer. I don't use this for a highlight and I don't use this for bronzer. Usually what I do for blush, again, I used it today. What I do is I just take my brush, just swivel around in all 3 colors, and then I put it on, and I love the color that comes out of it. So this is one of my favorite blushes of all time. The next blush I want to talk about is an actual palette. So this is the Professional Blush 10 Color Blush Palette from BH Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. So it has some really nice colors, a nice variety, so more pinks, it has some more browns. Some of the browns you could probably use also for bronzer or maybe a light contour. This is a perfect blush palette for maybe makeup artists when you're doing makeup on different skin tones. This is a beautiful palette for that. And moving on to highlight. So highlight, of course, I always use the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Between this and, like I mentioned in this Graveyard Girl palette, there's that one color Gator Wings I use for a highlight. Those two are my ultimate favorite. This one, of course, is just beautiful. And of course, how can you not love it unless it doesn't work for your skin tone? But I just love the shimmer. This is the one I have on. I'm not sure if you can really see the glow in the camera, but I love this one a lot. For mascara, of course, I use my CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. This one is gonna always be my ultimate favorite, no matter what month, no matter what year. I've tried a million different mascaras, even from a young age, and this one ultimately has been my favorite. I love how it goes on. It just makes my eyelashes look really long, but it doesn't make them clump. There's a lot of mascaras that I've used that clump up my eyelashes and it just looks so gross and tacky to me. So I love this one because it spreads them out and makes them longer. Next is some lipsticks slash lip glosses. So the first one I want to talk about is this one right here by NYX. This is the Intense Butter Gloss. Drench your lips in extreme color with our signature buttery smooth gloss. They do not lie when they say it's buttery smooth, because this is the one I have on and it feels so nice to me. Like, it just feels like butter. Some people don't like that texture, but same with the lip chap I was talking about. I love that texture, that like that smooth like buttery texture. Oh, I just love it. And I love this color. This is the color Crepe, Chocolate Crepe. It's nice for just a dark, bold look, and this, I love this one. The next lipstick I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss. This is in the color Lovecraft. This one has been my ultimate favorite from like the beginning of 2016. I love it so much. It's kind of similar to the color I'm wearing, maybe a little bit darker, but it's smoother, so it's more, it's not necessarily matte on the lips, but it just kind of looks smoother. Where this one has more of a gloss, this is a smooth look to it, but it's not matte. I've tried some of her other lipsticks. They're beautiful colors, but I don't know why, if it's just the colors or the texture is just a little bit different, but this one just goes on really smooth and creamy, where some kind of dry out my lips, which is unfortunate, but this one I love so much. Last lipstick I want to talk about is the BH Liquid Lipstick by BH Cosmetics. This is a long wearing matte lipstick. This is in the color Muse. Oh my god, I just love this color so much. This is ultimately my favorite from BH Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a really, I don't even know how to explain the color. It's definitely a brown, but it's a mixture of like a beigey brown, It definitely looks a lot different on my lips than it is on my skin right here, but once it dries, it kind of has like a grayish tinge to it, and I just absolutely love this lipstick so much. Okay, I want to talk about a few brushes. I do have a million brushes that I use, but these three are my ultimate favorite. No matter what makeup look I use, I end up using all four of these brushes. So the first brush I use is a foundation brush. So this is the liquid foundation brush from Cover FX. Usually what I do, I use this brush and put the foundation on my skin and blend it in. And then I usually, and I forgot to grab them, I got these round oval brushes. What I do is I use this, put it on my skin, kind of blend it in, and then I have an oval brush that I blend in, and it just makes the skin look really smooth. But this one I love applying my foundation with. This one I love using for powders, so like powdered foundations or some like translucent powders. This is the Urban Decay Optical Blurring Brush. It's just like a nice fat little brush, and this one I love using for any powder. Again, like it be powder foundation or translucent powders. I love using this brush. For blush, I use this brush right here, which is called the Crown brush, so the brand Crown. This one has an interesting brush to it. I don't really know what type of brush this is called, but it has like the full brush here, and it has like a whole bunch of bristles, like soft bristly brush thing, whatever, that sticks up, and I love using this for blush. I find it just goes on really nice. It puts a lot of the pigment on your skin, but it's not like bulky. So if you use some blush brushes where you put it on and it just looks so chunky, this one, it just goes on really smooth and really easy, and I love these type of brushes. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Crown brush. This is just the one I use, but I just love this type of brush for putting on blush. And the last brush I have that I want to talk about is by Quo. It's kind of like a flat angled brush. It's a little bit thicker this way, but it's flat and kind of on an angle. This one I love using for highlight. So on my cheeks and down my nose, I mean essentially all over my face, I love using this brush. Now we're getting to the very last end of the video, so I want to talk about this. It's almost empty. I absolutely love this so much. I die for this. It's expensive, but I would be more than willing to buy a new one once this one runs out. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It's a soothing hydration and a silken radiant finish. So I basically use this after I do a makeup look and I want to look really dewy, radiant, glowy. This works so well, and it gives a nice hydration to your skin. I might just spray some right now. And it feels so refreshing putting it on. I'm so close, like I'm literally that close to being finished, and I'm gonna be so sad when I run out. I'm gonna have to buy a new one, but it is quite expensive, so I will probably have to hold off a little bit. But I absolutely love this product. I stand behind it 100%. I love this so much. And the last things I want to talk about are some face mists. So all three of them are rose based. So the first one I want to talk about is the Fresh Rose Floral Toner, infused with soothing rose water, hydrates and refreshes. So this is a spray that I love spraying on my face after I've had a shower and I don't necessarily want to put lotion on, or I'm like super tired but I need to put some moisture or something in my skin. I just do a few spritz of this on my skin and let it soak in, and it smells so good, so hydrating. It smells like roses, so if you're someone who loves a rose smell, this is a great spray for you. The next spray I want to talk about is from Herbivore. This is the Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Hydrating Face Mist. Again, this is another face mist that I just, I love it so much. I mean, anything that is rose based, like if I could eat, sleep, breathe, like anything roses, like I would just literally carry bushes of roses around me because I just love roses. I know it's kind of cheesy because I mean everyone loves roses, but there's just something about roses. I love the smell that just relaxes me and just makes me feel good. So I love using products that have rose in it. So this is a great spray for that. This is a nice hydrating face mist. Again, it's one of those sprays that if I'm out of the shower or I'm just feeling a lot more dry and I just put not foundation, if I just put lotion on but I don't want to keep using my lotion to wear it out, I just use some of these sprays and spray them on. And the very last product is this one here. This is by Sage Natural Wellness. So it's that store where you get the diffusers, the oil diffusers, and it like makes your room smell good. This is a rose hydrating euphoric mist. So again, you spray it on your face. Usually actually what I do with this one, I mean I have used it on my face, but a lot of times before I go to bed I leave it right beside my nightstand, and before I go to bed I just kind of spritz around, or spritz while I'm in bed, just spritz it on my face to kind of again relax me and just get me ready for that bedtime mode. And I love this one for that. Like it just, oh, it smells so good. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. That sums up my favorite products from 2016. I'm sorry if this video is super long. I'm going to try and make it as short as possible when I'm editing it, but I don't want to miss any information on the products. If there's any products that I talked about that you love, let me know because I really want to know what you guys think. And when it comes to the bronzer and the eyeshadow primer, let me know which ones you use because I want to branch out into using new ones or different ones instead of always using these two. So let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas and enjoyed time with your family, friends, whoever, and I will be posting another video soon. It will be my January 1st giveaway, so keep an eye out for that. I'm still trying to plan out what I want to give for a giveaway for January, so let me know if what you think you guys might want for a giveaway. And what theme too, because I need to think of a theme. I already have a theme for February, but I need one for January and it's approaching really fast. So let me know. Yeah, so I will see you guys soon. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you guys, and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon.
I want to talk about a perfume. This is my favorite This, I absolutely love this for. I ultimately only use one concealer, and this is this one, and that is this one right. For bronzer, this is the Tarte Amazonian Park Ave Princess Amazonian Clay. I use the brush and put it on my skin. I last and the